Hello, hello. We are back for another Showdown live today. We are rocking out with our cock out in the OU tier. We are going to be using a rain team. And this honestly is a pretty standard rain team if you look at it. But right there on the squad, I do actually have a special Zera Aura, which will catch a lot of people off guard. And with the rain, that thunder being 100% accurate, I think it's going to be able to put in the finest of work today. But yeah, we'll see what we get matched up against. Hopefully you get some good matchups. As in the first game, we do unfortunately face a Seismitoad. So that thing is threatening as all hell. But when is it not? As I think Pelipper is probably a safe lead. He's going to lead with probably Hydreigon or Cinderace. As he just forfeits. Alright, that is cool. I guess we get the win there. I'm not complaining. Let's go on to match number 2. As this guy has a Maractus and a Seismitoad. This one is going to be actually quite a difficult matchup, as stupid as that sounds, because Maractus actually has Storm Drain and Water Absorb on the Seismitoad, as well as Hippowdon getting rid of the rain. So this is going to be a tad difficult, but I think Zera Aura might be able to come through here. As I'm just going to lead with Corviknight. He leads Cinderace. That is not very good for me. But I think Pelipper's a good switch in. It's actually pretty physically bulky. Now I'm going to U-turn out here on what is almost guaranteed to be the Hippowdon. As he goes into Seismitoad, actually. I'm going to go out into Mantine. And nothing really wants to take this Hurricane. If I'm being honest, if he goes into Hippowdon, it should do about 40%, and that's some nice damage. As he decides to weaken his Seismitoad, which is good for me. As he goes out into Clef. Okay. I'm okay with that. As I am just going to go out into Zera Aura here. I'm going to go for a Calm Mind on the Protect. And now I can throw off a Thunder. And then I can go for an Aura Sphere. Should probably take this guy out. This goes out into Seismitoad and sacks that, which is really good for me, actually. And he goes out into Maractus as well. So if I get rid of this, then Dracovish just wins. Yeah, it's looking like Dracovish should be able to clean this up pretty nicely. And we do get the forfeit. So Rain, 2 matches in, what, maybe like less than 3 minutes. That's amazing. Already proven its worth. But, yeah, we aren't too high on the ladder, so I'm not surprised by these pretty early forfeits. As we get a double evolution team with Weavile and Komodo. So I think Mantine's actually going to be very good in this one. Especially if he's that sub-Salic set with Komodo. Mantine's going to be my only way of like OHKOing it. But regardless, I think Cinderace is a likely lead, as well as Espeon. I think Pelipper's fine, actually. Yeah, Pelipper's fine, as he does lead Espeon, and I can just get a free switch into Ferrothorn and then throw off a Whip. This should do a big chunk of damage to Espeon. And, okay, as he goes out into Komodo, as that is definitely, yeah, that's definitely bulky rocks, Komodo. I'm just going to throw off a Leech Seed on him. He's probably going to get his rocks up, but... Oh, he actually has Taunt on him. That's fine. That's an extra turn of leftovers recovery for me. He's probably going to go for the Toxic here, so I'm going to go into my Corviknight. And I'm going to go for the Brave Bird. Just get a little bit of damage off on this thing. Keep it nice and low. Actually, once Jirachi is gone, then I think once Jirachi is gone, this is going to be pretty fast in the way it snowballs. Because nothing's stopping Mantine at that point. Hurricane is just completely free. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the Roost here, though. Even if he goes for the Taunt, that's just leftovers recovery for me. Actually, no, a better move than Roost would probably be to Defog. in case he actually gives it to me. As he does. Okay, that's good. And now Cinderace comes in, but I can just go into maybe Mantine. That's not really that safe, but he doesn't have anything to do that much damage to me, so I think Mantine's a good switch. And then I'm just going to throw off a Hurricane, which should do a lot to everything on his team. Even if he goes into Jirachi, that's probably going to be doing 30% at least. But we'll see what he decides to do here. I'm a little worried about the Vaporeon with its water absorb. But Zeraora should be able to clean that up. As a Pyro Ball does no damage, literally. So that's good. But yeah, this is a free Hurricane. It's going to expect the water move and likely go out into Vaporeon. Which, if it's physically bulky, should take a sizable chunk. 47%. That's nothing to scoff at. I'm going to go for another Hurricane, as I do unfortunately get the miss, but he gets the Toxic off too. That is really unfortunate. As I'm going to U-turn out on this thing and go into Zeraora. And then I could throw off a free Thunder here. Nothing really wants to switch into this. Actually, maybe Komodo does. So if I go out into Mantine here. The Toxics are huge, though, and he did hit both of them first turn. So that's a bit unfortunate. This might be a little bit more challenging now. But I think this is some sort of mixed bulk set. With it doing a 47% Hurricane, I don't think that's... I think he's got some special defense investment there. But at the same time, like, this is already pretty specially bulky on its own. So I feel like it's some sort of mix set. It's actually working out very good for him in this situation. Yeah, I'm going to switch out to Mantine on the Komodo, as I do get the play correct, which is nice, and I can just throw off a Hurricane here. And also, this is why I have Roost as a last move on this thing, is because in situations like this where I get Toxic'd, I could actually get a Roost if he decides to pivot into a bulkier Mon. This goes into Jirachi. That takes a nice 33%, so I think that's good damage to get on it. I'm going to go into Ferrothorn here. Make him take a little extra chip. This goes out into Cinderace. I'm going to go out into Pelipper. He's likely going to want to keep momentum here. Oh, as he just goes for Pyro Ball. Now I can get a slow U-turn off. I don't think he has knockoff. He goes into Vaporeon. I'm going to go into Ferrothorn and actually just go for a Whip. Hopefully he doesn't go into Komodo, as he does go into Espeon, which is just what I wanted. And I get a lot of damage off on that thing, which is always good to get. So I'm just going to go for another Whip. No need to predict. As he does go out into Cinderace, but Pelipper really does eat these up. And it allows me another chance to reset the rain, which is always nice. He does get a little bit of momentum there, as he's faster with Vaporeon. It's actually good in this particular situation, though. So I can just go out into Ferrothorn, and I'm just going to go for the Leech Seed, actually. I'm expecting him to probably want to go out into Komodo here, seeing as though I whipped last time. And then getting a Leech Seed up on Komodo is going to be pretty nice. Just whittling that thing down a little more. Or he might even want to go into Cinderace, which again won't appreciate the 12%. Unfortunately, I can't get Hazards up as it stands because he's got a Core Change user and a Magic Bouncer, but if both of them were to be taken out, then I would be in a good position, even though his Vaporeon got the Toxics off. Because my Corviknight actually can't be poisoned, neither can my Ferrothorn, and I can just basically continuously pivot between them. Because they both have relatively reliable recovery. But it looks like this game's probably going to be a little bit of a longer one, just based on the team matchups. My is if he's able to get a Wish pass into like a Komodo or Espeon. That would be pretty bad. But he seems to be really taking his time here. He's actually getting close to the timer stall. 30 seconds left. Yeah, he didn't disconnect. So I guess he's taking his time to think about it. Maybe he gave up. I don't know. This is like a 50-50 position here. So I wouldn't... Okay. As he goes for Protect, which is fine. Could have predicted that. I'm going to go for the Whip on the Cinderace. It misses again, which is probably like a pretty decent chunk of damage that I could have done to this thing. He goes for the Pyro Ball, and that caught me off guard. I was surprised he went for it. And now I'm just going to go for a Thunder here. That's really unfortunate. I did not expect him to go for that. I thought he was going to go for the U-turn there. Just goes down to Komodo. It's like he knows what moves I'm going to make ahead of time. And he probably has Toxic as his last move on this. I'm just going to Corviknight here. Gets up his rocks. I'm going to take this thing out. Goes out into Cinderace. At least I'm finally getting some damage off on that thing. That did a lot, actually. Now that I'm looking at it. I will bring in Dracovish here. Just so he... Okay. And now I'm going to go out into Pelipper, actually. And this will kill me with Scald. Unfortunately. Yeah, this looks like a losing position now. I probably shouldn't have risked my Ferrothorn in the first place, but it was such a bold call on his part, and it killed all of his momentum if he got that play wrong. As he is faster than me, and Scald should take me out. But I do want to keep this thing around, so I'm just going to go into Mantine here. Oh, that does way too much damage. He's going to Protect. I'm going to Roost. Because he does not Protect. Why is this doing so much damage? And he crits again! This guy's getting way too lucky. Yeah, I'm going to get out of this one. Can't win against kids that have infinite luck. That's fine. On to match number 3. So he has a terrifying lead with that boy there. I'm going to lead with Corviknight. His Sableye is pretty threatening this game, but I think having Zeraora around might actually be pretty good, because he's not going to expect it to be special. So if I can get a Thunder off on that thing, it'll be doing a lot of damage. I'm just going to go for the Body Press on this. No need to predict. So he just gets his rocks up. Now I'm going to go for a Defog. That's fine. Goes for the CC. Tracheon instead with one threat out of the way. Now what has a lot of health on my team? This thing's max HP. Look at its stats. 80 base HP. Yikes. So I pick a sack now because he's just going to go for the final gambit. really want to keep Zera Aura. At the same time, yeah, I do need it. Dracovish also would be really nice. I need everything, essentially. Yeah, so basically I pick a sack to this final Gambit. Pelipper wouldn't be that bad, but it would invalidate Mantine. The only reason I want to keep Mantine around is so I could have another thing that is faster than Zera Aura. Aside from Zera Aura, which isn't actually faster. So, yeah, he's definitely going to go for Final Gambit or some bullshit, but I guess Pelipper is the play. He goes for a Spike, which is fine by me. I'm going to go for the Hurricane. As he's spiking up, which is, as dumb as it sounds, I think that's really good for me. I'm going to go for the U-turn here. Okay, so he's trying to give himself an opportunity to set up. But if he goes out into something that eats this, like Zera Aura, then I'm just going to go hard into Mantine. So he takes it out, which is fine. That's okay. Now I can go into my own Zera Aura. Actually, that is not fine, now that I think about it. We don't have a move to kill each other with. Go down to Cinderace. Dracovish lives a hit from full, so I think my only hope here is to, oh, well, that killed him pretty easily. Hopefully he gets in something that loses a little bit of a momentum for him, like Mew, for example. And I can defog up with Mew, which would be pretty nice. As he does go out into Zera Aura, unfortunately. So, I'm going to go for an Aura Sphere here. They do win the speed tie. I think that's pretty nice for me. I think I am in a position to win this. He's actually substantially higher in the ladder than me. I think I'm in a position to win this. Because look, he's going to go for that. I'm going to go out into Ferrothorn here, and I should be able to live one hit. And if I hit this Power Whip, combined with 2 Iron Barbs damages, then it should be good. Okay, as he just dies. I don't even need the extra damage. Let's see what he goes out into here. And I'm going to have trouble killing the Sableye, though, now. As he goes out into Mew. I'm going to go out into Corviknight. He goes for Cosmic Power. I'm going to have to go for a Defog. And so he's the Cosmic Power Cancer set. I'm going to go out into Dracovish here, and then I have to just Fishes. This isn't going to do nearly enough damage, as it does only 52. But that does nothing, thank God. So I think I do win this now. Sableye does not have enough PP to outstall Corviknight, which is good. Yeah, that's the only thing about that set right there, the Cosmic Power Mew, is you probably want to get a Calm Mind or 2 mixed in there as well. Or else it just gets real dumb. I'm not going to even sack this. He can stall this for however long he wants, but it's inevitably in my favor. So I'm just going to go into Ferrothorn here, or go into Corviknight. If I keep on switching, he's going to be forced to attack. Right, he's going to go for a taunt here, so I go into Pelipper. And now I'm faster than him, and I get to throw off a Hurricane. So that does a ton of damage. And, okay, this is honestly going to be super annoying, actually. What's his attacking move? It all depends on what his attacking move is. This is a pretty gutless way to go out, I'm not gonna lie. My Ferrothorn has leftovers, so he's got to be attacking me every turn, or else it's not doing anything for him. Once I waste all of his taunts, though, it should be fine. He might not even have an attacking move. Or he's conserving them for some reason. But if I catch him once when I'm not taunted with a Leech Seed, then that's good. That's perfect for me. As he does forfeit, there we go. Finally get the forfeit there. On to game number 5, I believe this is. This will probably be the last one of the recording. As we get a pretty interesting looking team here, if I'm being honest. I'm not sure what set that Heliolisk is. I hope it's not Dry Skin, because that's going to be problematic. Alright. Sorry for that hold up right there. I just got rudely interrupted, but as I was saying, he's got Terrakion in right here. Let's see what we should do here. He's probably just going to get up his rocks, but I think Corviknight's always a safe switch in here. Yep, as he does, just go for rocks. He's probably going to go for a taunt. Hopefully he doesn't. I'm going to keep him honest, make sure he actually does have it. So he goes for CC, gets a crit, which is super bullshit in my book. Yeah, definitely. That's extremely annoying. Is the next one going to kill? It's 1.5 times 42. Yeah, the next one's going to kill. So I have to go on to Mantine here. As he does go for a taunt, though. So I can throw off a free... He's going to predict a pump. But I'm just going to go for Hurricane here. As he's sashed. That's fine. Corviknight's still alive. I'm a little worried about Mimikyu now, if I'm being honest. And also, there's nothing I can defog on except for Hatterene, which I would have to sack something in order to get Corviknight in on Hatterene. So that's a little worrying, but I think this game is essentially going to be a race for who wins the game faster. If this thing is Scarf, that might be a little annoying. I'm going to go into Ferrothorn here. It's pretty safe switching. He just goes for a Volt Switch. I'm actually going to calc that. Let's see how much that does. Ferrothorn, you Hazard Setter, Max Bedev, let's see, 252, and then plus Bedev, it doesn't matter, and then Helio, let's go Showdown. So Volt Switch 12 to 14 if it's Life Orb. So that boy is specs, actually. Oh no, it did 10%. I thought it did a little more for some reason. Okay, so what was the damage roll? 12 to 14 if he's Life Orb. So that was probably a low roll, and he is Scarf. Which is something to keep in mind, because that means he is faster than my Mantine, and I absolutely have to keep this Ferrothorn healthy. And now I'm just going to go for a Crunch here. There's nothing on this team that really wants to take it. This goes on to Heliolisk. That's good for me. And this should not kill, because you are Scarf. Volt Switch does a hefty chunk. He goes out into Zera Aura. That's fine. I do get a defense drop, although that doesn't really mean anything at all. I'm going to go out into my own Zera Aura here on the Plasma Fist, which is a good read I get him with there. So I'm just going to go for the Aura Sphere. And on this guy, there's no safe switch-ins. But I just have to go for Thunder and pray. Pray that it hits. Yes! Yes! Let's go! Okay, as he goes out into Hatterene, I'm just gonna Calm Mind up on this boy. As he's Calm Minding up. Which is fine. I'm just gonna get damage off. Goes for Mystical Fire. He gets the drop right away, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna go for another Thunder. As I get a crit and hit the Thunder, which it puts me in a great position, honestly. It is 6v3, and I know I am in an advantageous position, but bear in mind that this game is far from over. Okay, so he came in with this. He's clearly going to go for a Hyper Voice, likely, but I'm just going to, yep. Does Corviknight, hold on, let me see. Does Corviknight live this? Corviknight, OU Defog, Fizz Def. How much is Hyper Voice doing? Is it after rocks? I think it is. What is it, 12%? Yeah, I'm living after rocks, guaranteed. So I can get a free defog off, which is actually perfect. And then I'm just going to body press on you. You can set up as much as you want. I'm going to go out into Pelipper here. And you can kill me if you need. That's fine. I'm going to U-turn. As that dies, I go into Mantine. And I just go for Ice Beam. Right? That's the play. Well, actually, Ice Beam might not even kill. Oh, it's totally going to kill. But I'll go for Hurricane, actually. Yeah, Hurricane. Hurricane's a better play. Goes on to Heliolisk, Saxat, which is great. What's his Zera Aura at? Goes out to Mimikyu. Hurricane. That does a lot of damage. Shadow Sneak does kill, which is unfortunate. But I don't think it kills Dracovish. Yeah, okay, that was the important one. And now I think I win because... Oh, he does have Drain Punch, though, which is huge. So I'm going to go for a Power Whip here. It does 37% with the bulk up. The game didn't end. Oh, looks like we get an unlucky loss in the final game there. Came down to the wire. I think we'll do one more. Because, I just don't like ending these off on losses. I mean, I feel like that was unfortunate. The guy didn't get lucky or anything. It was just unfortunate is what I can leave it at. But, yeah, looking at this guy's team, it's going to be a little difficult because of the big old hippo there. But, Zera Aura actually puts in the finest work this game because, Thunder, Aura Sphere, Grass Knot, Aura Sphere, Thunder, Thunder. Yeah, it hits everything this game. And so I am going to want to keep my Pelipper around for weather control, though. But I'm predicting the Hippo lead. As he leads Ferrothorn. Damn, he got somewhere to be. This guy needs to chill. He's just going to get up his hazards, which is not what I want, actually. He knocks off my leftovers, but that's fine. I'm going to get a body press off on this thing. This Ferrothorn is the only thing that's stopping Zeraora from just instantly winning. Because basically... Okay, how much should that be? Ooh. He does miss the leech, which is good. But he has Rocky Helmet, which is not so good. Does that tell me anything that did 33%? I don't think it does. It's a physical move, right? So that was his Fizz Def. What is my defense at? 339, non-stab, super effective. He's probably physically bulky, if I'm being honest. He is probably physically bulky. So I'm going to go into my own Pelipper just to set up the rain. As he actually goes out into Togekiss here. And Zeraora is probably a pretty obvious switch, but I'm still going to make it anyways. This goes for the Air Slash. I'm going to go for Thunder. Goes into Hippowdon. I'm going to go for the Grass Knot. This goes on to Ferrothorn. You take Rocky Helmet damage from that? I did not know. Damn, my Zeraora is already whittled all the way down. Should I change that Life Orb to... I think I should change that to Expert Belt. Because it seems to get whittled down too fast. And how much does Expert Belt boost? 1.2 times. Most of my moves are super effective anyways. As I went for the Horse Sphere there. Okay. So that kind of sucks ass. But his Ferrothorn's at 58%. Let me do a damage calc. Let me do Dracovish. Oh, Choice Scarf. We're going to go with Jolly here because that's what mine is. That's Black's. I can't click for shit. Jolly. We're going to go with Ferrothorn. Oh, you Hazard Setter. It's going to be max defense. What's that going to do? 27 to 32. He is at 58. So I'm just going to go into this, and I'm going to go for a Hurricane. He's probably going to go into Mandibuzz. He goes down to Primarina. That's fine. I do get it confused there, which is nice. I'm going to go out into Mantine, and I'm going to go for a Ice Beam. If I can keep Ferrothorn low, then that puts me in a good situation. As he goes down to Mandibuzz, which is a misplay, but the Overcoat does protect him. Goes down to Primarina. I can go into Ferrothorn here. He goes for a Calm Mind. And I'm just going to go for a Stealth Rock. That's fine. This should still be doing nothing to me since I'm especially defensive. Fortunately, he gets a burn first try, and I miss Power Whip. So, like some of the other games this live, we are getting hacked into oblivion. Let's see what he decides to do from this point. I need to not let this thing keep its sub up. Looking at his team, if I can reset the weather, it's basically going to be a sack war because, as I missed 2 in a row, that's so bad. Okay. Yeah, this puts me in a really, really bad spot here. As he's just going to go out into his own Ferrothorn. So I'm just going to get up a Spike. Hopefully he kills me. And I'm going to... I don't know what to do. But yeah, I'm going to spam Spikes all the way up. But he does decide to kill me there. I'm going to go into Mantine and go for the Specs Ice Beam. Does not even take out Ferrothorn, which is shocking. Yeah, so I think I lose the war of attrition here with the amount of sacks that I have. This is kind of a choke going out into that, though. He should not have gone out into Togekiss there. I'm going to be able to reset the rain. And if this guy is healthy... Alright, so he goes into Hippo. Then I go out into Pelipper here. He's probably going to want to get his rocks up, which is understandable. But honestly, this is now looking a lot better for us. I don't die in one to anything. He's going to go for a Moonblast, and it should do a shitload. But it should not kill. Yeah. Okay. That was a correct play. As I think Dracovish wins at this point. He goes into Hippo. I go into Corviknight, and I just spam Body Press. His Mandibuzz is probably heavy duty boots, realistically. And I can just go for a Body Press on this thing. As he is going to stay alive, unfortunately. But he does die to hazards on switching. Oh, he gets the flinch, though. What percent am I at? 28.5. Did that lose me the game? I'm going to be really mad if that lost me the game. I think he doesn't die to hazards now. So I go into this. Then I sack Mantine. I think that might have lost me the game right there. What is Dracovish at? Dracovish is at 100% though. Okay, and now I go out into Dracovish here and go for the Fishes. If he wants to reset the sand, which he probably will here, I think I win this. Guaranteed. Because he goes on to Hippowdon. That actually dies to the hazards. And that's going to be game there. I did not think it was going to die to hazards. But, yeah. We got a little bit of a hacks trouble there. But we came through in the end. And I think this team works pretty well for us this live. So, I guess that's going to be it for me. But, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.